Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Jeremiah Chigozie. I'm calling on to you to support this expedition to Uganda in Africa for a documentary production in search for controversial evidence to the Western media's misrepresentation of Africa. Eris Education points out that mass media affects public opinion by making it possible for large groups of widely dispersed people to develop collective ideas regarding public affairs. This has led to a lot of people, even in this modern era, to still perceive Africa as, well,
sadly, a lot of poverty and war in Africa.
The majority of the countries there are either in political turmoil or in having economic difficulties.
Where did you hear about most of this from?
News, I guess, online news websites like The Guardian.
What I'm exposed to by mainstream media.
To give you a brief example of this injustice, a lot of people love the BBC show Top Gear. Well, a while back, they decided to extend their expeditions to Africa, and luckily, we in Uganda got a chance to host them. However, I was heartbroken with the scenes they featured in their production. The majority only showcased leaking hotels with stained mattresses, dusty roads, stained bathrooms, and all the worst parts of the city they drove through. They mean to tell us that of all the hotels in Jezza Town, or Mvuba district, which is where they drove through, the poorly managed economic lodge is the only one they came across. So let's lay the facts down a little bit. According to Google Maps, in that same area, there are over 10 other different hotels. Lakeview Hotel, Green Valley Hotel, Villa Leisure Gardens, Wakali Resort Hotel. I can go on and on and on. But our drivers coincidentally missed all the other 4- and 5-star hotels in the area. I think they deliberately sought out the nastiest ones they could find for purposes of dramatic effect. Harmless after all. It is Africa, except to us Africans, and what the rest of the world thinks of us after they see such images. Now tell me you consider a trip to Africa after you see that. Another form of media that's badly damaging Africa's reputation are infomercials that nostalgically air all year round on national TV, urging people to donate money to various campaigns while only highlighting the problems Africa is still facing. And it's not like this stuff is not happening in Africa. It's just that the scale is way off balance compared to the good things people say about Africa. Even the famous UK rapper Skepta said it.
I had to tell my story because they'd rather show you black kids with flies on their faces on the television.
Now here's what the people who've actually been to Africa have to say about it.
Good food, really happy people, beautiful landscapes, wildlife.
I wouldn't imagine it to be that different to Europe, to be honest. I imagine there's quite a lot of rich people, a lot of poor people.
So where did you know about most of this stuff you know about Africa from?
I've got a family in South Africa, students from African countries, and also news reports, that kind of thing.
And the worst part is, it keeps the best kept secrets of Africa from the world, like this and this and this and this. In my experience, I got to love Africa a lot more after I traveled abroad and lived with people from different parts of the world. Living in a different society made it clear for me the differences between different people. In this documentary, with your support, I will aim to point out the differences between Africa and the Western world, while highlighting the similarities and narrow gap in human characteristics, regardless of one's origin. I believe the world will only learn to treat us as equals if they're taught the values of our culture and how that characterizes us, makes us stand out from the rest of the world. I mean, it's not like all these nice things don't exist in Africa. Why should some beautiful parts of the world not be shown to everyone? We'll also have a look into some of the reasons why Africa is still underdeveloped, looking into the differences in the systems of government between Africa and the Western world, how that affects development, along with the natives' knowledge of their part in this position. Kindly click on the donate button below on Facebook, or follow one of the links in our caption to our Kickstarter page or Indiegogo, and via Airtel Money on the number provided to our friends and family in Africa. Thank you, and God bless you.